Imagine all your years of hard work finally paid off. And you get to be on your sailboat off the coast of Kavala, Greece. Well, that's not us. Welcome to Truck Sim Diaries. In this video series, I record my Euro Truck Simulator 2 gameplay, and I use it as a backdrop for my unscripted thoughts on what's going on in my life and the world around me. Sometimes I will have a lot to say. Sometimes I will just comment on the gameplay, and sometimes I'll just be quiet. Either way, I'm glad you're here, so let's see what life has in store for us today. And first thing we need to do is go and pick up the trailer. We are on, we're going to do the return shipment for the Eliarchos contract. We are on job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're on job number 8. We are bringing fertilizer back to the olive farm. And we're going to take it from Mitilini, so we're going to go from Kavala to Mitilini on the ferry. Mess around a little bit on the small, tiny island of Mitilini. And then take the ferry from Mitilini to Kavala. When I pick up the trailer, I'm going to open the map so you can take a look at it. And we got a total of 7 jobs left. So we're going to do this return shipment, and then it is all about finishing the last 3 contracts. And that'll be 3 jobs. That'll be 6 drives. Just like 2 departure shipments and 3 department shipments and 3 return shipments. Jesus. I'm looking at the contract on my what's it called? The fucking spreadsheet. And it is evening. But we're gonna sleep on the boat. So we'll be very much rested when we get there. Alright, trailer is connected. Let's take a look at the map. Alright, so we are here in Kavala on Vilka. We're going to go down to the harbor, take the ferry to Mitilini. Our destination is Lowfield, is a cotton farm. Pick up the fertilizer there, and then take the shortest route to Kalamata, and that, I assume, is going to be, well, let's see what it says. We're going here to Eliarchos. Ferry from Mitilini to Chios, from Chios to Athens, and then it's a drive from Athens to Kalamata. And that particular drive we've done about 1 million times by now, so you're all familiar with that one. But first things first, Mitilini's objective. Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go. And the weird thing that I was telling you about that might happen, has happened. My wife and kids are off. They're not home. I am alone for the entire weekend. They're visiting her parents, and I need to stay home to watch their cat. You know what I mean?
Turn left.
And like I told you last episode, I think, I always think it's a little... I like the idea of them leaving, but when they're gone, it's just... nothing is as quiet as the house that your kids have left. And my wife, for that matter, if you know what I mean.
Caution. Please watch the speed.
I always psych myself up because I'm like, I'm gonna use this time to do all the things, and then when they leave, I'm just miserable, just missing them. And I'm doing better this time because I feel that it's important for me to let myself enjoy this, like not forget to take advantage of, you know, the opportunity to just relax, because you know, I'm a person who needs some time for myself. I think everyone needs this, but it might not be the case. I don't know. I can only speak for myself. And like having kids, it's really hard to make that happen. If that is to happen, so my conundrum is this: I need time for myself. I think everyone does. Like I said, I don't know. Maybe you don't. I do. But I have kids, and they like me, thankfully. So, which is good, you know, because I want them to like me. They're my kids, and I love them, you know, more than anything in the world. But I still need some, you know, I need some time for myself every now and then to kind of collect myself and just, you know, be a man. I don't know. Just gather my thoughts, I guess.
Turn left.
And this is like really important to me to get this time, you know. And it's not, no offense to anyone, but I don't want to be with anyone. I want to be alone. I need to be alone. Like, it is one of my biggest, you know, what do you call it? It's one of my biggest needs. Like, it's an actual need that I have, because if I don't have it, I'll just become miserable. The problem is that, you know, my kids are little kids. You know, I can't tell them that I need some me time, because I don't want to, you know, I don't want to make them feel like, or let me put it this way, I want them to always feel that I'm always there for them. That is going to wear off. Like, obviously I'm not going to be able to be there for them for the rest of their life, but now that they're kids, I want them to feel that, you know?
Turn right.
Which one is it? Is it the same one? Oh yeah, it's the same one. Let's see if we can figure out where our spot is. If it's here. If it's here. I think the last one. I think here. Barely see the marking up there on the ground, but I think this is it. So I can't tell them, like, I need some time alone, you know, and just go sit and mope by the PC, because I did that and it is not good at all, because I noticed that my kids were like, they were afraid to interrupt me when I'm by the PC, and they still are, even though I've stopped, you know, obsessively sitting by the PC to, like, in a last-ditch effort, try to make myself, you know, escape reality or put my head into gaming or whatever. Alright, let's take a look at our possible travel destinations. And we're going to Mitilini.
Reroute.
Alright, we're here. And we're rested. It is 8 in the morning in game time. That's like not an option to kind of close myself off while I'm home, because it'll just look weird to them, because I can't really explain it. I mean,
Get ready to turn
I
left.
can, but at the same time I can't, because logically they can understand
Turn
this,
left.
but their need for me as like a parent to always be there and always be like, you know, if they want company, I'm gonna give them company. So I can't be like, yeah, honey, I want to be with you, but like, daddy needs some alone time. I don't want to, like, I don't want to give him that. So my options are A, to leave the house, which is, you know, an option for sure, because, you know, paddling and running and workouts and whatever. But I also have this need to just, you know, be in my house and poke around. And it is I'm having diminishing returns on my opportunities to do that. Like I used to get off work early, but my kids get home earlier and earlier because they don't have to stay for as long in school, after school. Like at the, you know, after school they can stay like on the school grounds to, you know, because they were previously, but they were so young so that they couldn't be, you know, home alone. But now they're getting bigger, so they're only gone for a couple of hours when it comes to school. So yeah, having this opportunity, I need to make sure that I take full advantage of it. My plan is to play some trucks and then yeah, get some stuff done. I'm gonna try to do like as few things as possible, to be honest, or at least make sure I don't fucking like stuff a schedule that I have to, I'll take care of. Last thing I'm gonna do is stress, right? So I plan to get my steps in. I've been trying to, since the summer, I've been trying to get 10,000 steps a day. And when I work, it's not a problem at all. Like, I easily get 10,000 steps because I run around so much at work. But when I'm at time off, like, I haven't been that good at trying to get my steps in. So that is the plan for today, to go for a 10,000 step walk. I don't really know how long that is, but it's a couple of hours, and then, you know, it's fine. And then I got this
Turn left.
little project with my PC. I need to install some kind of, I have this fan. So my PC is I don't know how interesting this is, but my PC is by my feet under my desk, and that area doesn't have any air circulation, so it gets my legs get really warm. Like when the PC is hot, all the air gets trapped there. So because I have this drawer on my right hand side, and I'm gonna try to install this like an air vent with a fan. It's a little hokey, but I need to try something because it gets so hot, and the air kind of gets trapped there. So it would be kind of cool to be able to move that air around, circulate it kind of in the room. We'll see what my wife thinks about it. She sits next to me, so. But yeah, it should all be good. This was a very nice looking island. Mitilini. Maybe you should go to Mitilini. And then hopefully I can record this. Well, obviously I'm recording this, but hopefully I can record another one.
Get ready to turn left.
And we'll kind of see. And then just kind of leave it at that. Just
turn left.
Keep the keep the ambitions kind of low, I suppose. Alright, let's load it up. Alright, we're set.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. So for me, being alone is a commodity, like it is a luxury. I am blessed to be in that situation where I can, you know, I have enough company. Like I have so much company, I have so many people that love me around me that I crave to be alone. And this is like physically be alone. I guess to keep the idea separated, I long for solitude. I don't long for loneliness. That is something completely different. Completely separate from this. So I was working with a colleague of mine this week, and he doesn't have a family, and he's single. So like, we were talking about doing things, you know? And I was like, I do things to get away from people, and he was like, yeah, I don't want to do anything unless there's people there. Like, that's the reason why he does things. He does things to spend time with people,
Right.
and I do things to kind of get away from, to get some solitude, to be alone, you know? And it's so weird how, like, how different it can be, you know, the needs of us two, because he has, you know, he has solitude to spare. He has too much solitude, and I just can't get enough of it.
Get ready
You know what I mean?
to turn.
Because I was like, why don't you, we were talking about, you know, exercise and gym and all that kind of stuff. And he was like, yeah, he doesn't, he's interested in mountain biking, but he doesn't want to do it, you know, by himself. And I'm like, what's the best, best part of it,
Turn
dude?
right.
But, you know, and I feel I'm so fucking fortunate to not be in the situation to, like, you know, crave contact with people. That is something I forget to be grateful for sure. But, you know, you get used to what you have. And it's not about not appreciating it, you know what I mean? Hold on, let's get these axles down. Oh, you want to take a look at the map and see kind of what our route's going to be? I'm a little curious. All right, we go back to kind of the way we came. And we go switch to Chios. Yeah, and then to Athens.
Get ready to turn right.
And at this other interaction at work, I was working. This is this guy who's going to move out of his apartment. He was a doctor. And he was quite the character. It's a little hard to describe. At first, he was a little. I thought he was a little, like, hard to grip. You know, he's a little vague in his ways, and the way he talked, but he turned out to be a very interesting person. Like, we had a great conversation, both him and I. When it was time for him to leave, like, he can't stay. He had to go to work, so he can't stay and, like, talk to me all day, you know. And I was like, yeah, bye. And he said, you know, he said that he wished he didn't have to go. And I said the same thing. Like, we had, you know, interesting conversations. He was X-ray doctor, so he taught me kind of what it's like to work with that. It sounds very interesting. We're talking about, you know, work, the demands of work, and we started talking about money, and he was curious on what I earn as an electrician. So the short version of it is, for 1 year of education and 1 year of kind of apprentice pay, you quite quickly get into the 3,000 to 4,000 euro segment per month as an electrician in Sweden. And I guess I'm in the top segment of that a little bit. So, and he confirmed that, you know, that's nice to not have to pay any student, like, no huge student debt or anything like that. And he said, well, it doesn't make you rich. He confirmed that it's good money, but he was like, it doesn't make you rich. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Because that's where we, like, I noticed that him and we were extremely different. Like with mostly all my clients. Like when I work for, when I'm at home working for someone, because obviously it's going to cost a lot of money to bring in an electrician. So all of them are kind of above the kind of high standard. Upper middle class and above, mostly. And all of them has this, which is quite common, the chase for money, like make number go up, pile money. And it is so fucking clear to me that, at least from what I can see, it doesn't, you only need to get above, poverty, and then you're fine. You don't have to fucking stress with it, because this doctor guy, he was like, I was like, well, that depends on, what rich is. And I don't want to get too philosophical about it, but I can tell you that he has to sacrifice a lot more of himself and his family and his time with his family than I do. For, he doesn't make twice what I do. Or maybe he does. I don't know, but even if he did, like, all that effort he has to put in, all the time he has to pour into work, and which is quite common for most of these people. That is not being rich. Well, I mean, technically it is, because they pile money, the pile of money gets bigger. But man, I don't want to be too Buddhist on this, but possessions end up owning them for sure. Like the crazy chase for money is just, it's definitely not for me. Because I was like, for me, most important thing is, well, obviously, I need to be above the poverty line. Obviously, I need to be able to feed my kids and clothe my kids and give them a decent place to live. But I'm not going to give them a luxurious place to live, because that's ridiculous. It is a waste of money, and getting that amount of money is a waste of time. Because the most important thing to me about work is that it has, assuming I check the boxes of putting me above the poverty line in general, me and my family. So as long as I'm above the poverty line, we're fine. Everything above that is a very nice bonus, of course. But oh shit, he fucked up his Volvo. But the most important thing about work is that it has a it needs to have a very small footprint on my life. I don't want to take work with me home, because I count that as working. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to think about work stuff when I'm home. Like, that is a failure to me. Alright, so a report from the editing room. From this point forward, I, for some technical reason, lost all recording of my audio. I don't know why, but it is what it is. So, there will unfortunately be no more talking in this episode from this point forward. But I thought I'd leave the gameplay footage running and play some music for you instead. Sorry about this. Let's continue.
Keep right, and then exit right. mind to speed. Keep left and then exit left. Exit left. Caution, please watch the speed limit. ready to turn right.